Hey, yo, what's gaming players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharpman, back out here on this Madden 21 franchise mode. And we are back with another 1 o'clock scheduled game here in this season finale. And you already know this entire week 17 is division matchups. I mean, every single one of these games is going to be divisional matchups. And we have another divisional matchup. It's the NFC North now. It's the NFC North's turn to have themselves a division battle. We have the Bears hosting the Packers. Now, for the past few years, the Green Bay Packers have been dominating this rivalry between them and the Bears. Now, the Bears come in at 1-14, have nothing to play for. The Green Bay Packers come in at 13-2. All eyes set for them are the NFL playoffs. They are currently the 3rd seed in the NFC. Now, they're going to be officially the 3rd seed in the NFC, whether if they win or if they lose, because by virtue of the Saints dub over the Carolina Panthers, that will assure that the Saints will be the 2nd seed and the Packers going to be the 3rd seed in the NFC. And despite what happens with San Francisco later on in the 4 o'clock schedule against Seattle, if they end up winning, then San Francisco remains the 1 seed, and that's how it continues on from there. But Green Bay, the thing about it is, their only 2 losses was both to New Orleans and to San Francisco. They haven't lost to anybody else. But like I said, the Packers, they're just, trying to stay where they're at in the NFC as the 3rd seed. Now, Aaron Rodgers is not going to play for this game. Neither is Richard Westbrook, Aaron Jones, and Josh Williams-King. They will not play in this game for Green Bay because they're all resting them for the playoffs. And you already know Green Bay is going to have to host a wild card game in round 1. Now, the Packers could be able to get the Rams, the Falcons or Buccaneers. So they could get any one of those matchups. They could get any one of those teams in the first round of the playoffs. Now, if you didn't see the last battle between the Packers and the Bears, go back and check out week 12 of this regular season and go check that game out. Because I gotta tell you, that game between the Packers and Bears the first time was absolutely insane. The Packers, it looked like that they were gonna run away with the game, but Nick Foles led his team to get it to an 8-point deficit. Now they almost came all the way back, but then the late interception thrown by Foles was the game clincher, and the Packers ended up winning. And here are the results from that game. Now both teams played tremendous. Now this is the very last week of the season. Both teams looking to finish off strong. And make sure to check out the last few games in week 17 if you haven't seen those, and the rest of the weeks, from week 16 all the way back, so you won't miss not a single game of this series. But anyways, let's head down to Soldier Field in Chicago. The Bears are looking to get 2 wins in a row following their very first victory in the last week, while the Packers are trying to finish off with 1 more victory before they focus on the playoffs. Let's go. Remember, Rodgers, Jones, Westbrook, and Williams-King will not play for Green Bay.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. we'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had.
All right, so the Bears, they're gonna kick it out to the Packers to start the game. Now, like I remind you, Aaron Rodgers is not gonna be playing in this game. He's taking a rest for the postseason that's coming up. As we're underway from Chicago, and Vatles Scaling will take a knee. So who will be starting at quarterback? It's the backup, Jordan Love.
The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They will be led out by a first-round draft pick back in April in his rookie season. Here's Jordan Love.
I wasn't surprised that Jordan Love ended up in the first round in the last draft, but I was surprised he ended up in Green Bay because that felt like a team that had other areas to address. But it's been kind of a Packers tradition to get their quarterback well ahead of when people would expect it. Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, hopefully to Jordan Love down the road.
Now here's Jamal Williams. His first carry, he gets a gain of a yard.
Through 17 interceptions in his last year at Utah
And
State.
also, let's not forget Aaron Jones is not going to be playing for Green Bay in this one. He's also resting for the playoffs.
The defense, great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles.
And so far, these backup quarterbacks for these teams lately have been getting victories. Let's not forget, Darnold and the Jets got a victory. Winston and the Saints got a victory. And if you didn't see the last episode, Ryan Tannehill and the Titans won, as Jordan Love finds Devin Funchess for a first down. Like I said about these backups, they're literally shocking basically everybody. Like I said, Sam Darnold and the Jets won. Jameis Winston and the Saints won. And in the last episode, as you may have seen, Ryan Tannehill and the Titans won their game, even though Derrick Henry did play in that game.
Love from the gun.
Jordan Love again, and that one's not down.
It's incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Jordan Love, and who does he find? Devontae Adams. And he's going to be brought down at the 48. First down, Green Bay.
Then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Green
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Love.
Love looking around, and that one's going to be caught. Funchess, what a catch. A gain of 5, second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Love, and that one's not down. He was trying to go to Devontae Adams.
Smith, who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Love on the screen. He finds Jamal Williams.
He's got the first down here,
and he's going to be brought down inside the 30 and a Packer first down.
Get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against
Jordan Love finding Adams again. And down he goes inside the 10 to the 8. Now it's first and goal.
This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Here's Jordan Love, and he finds Davante Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact
Here's Crosby for the extra point, and he's got it to make it 7-0 Packers.
So he's got to deal with it, but I think it's a legitimate question.
Another thing I got to say about these backups, every single backup that has played so far in Week 17, they have started out with a touchdown on the opening drive. Every single backup quarterback that has played has started off with an opening drive touchdown. That is amazing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
So Patterson, he will take a knee in the end zone. So the Bears set to begin their opening drive, and Nick Foles leading the way.
Super Bowl 52 as he will be the one to lead this Bears offense.
The word contribution gets thrown out all the time around the league, and the Chicago Bears decided that their young quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, he needed some competition himself. They thought he would have entrenched himself as a starter by now, but because he hasn't, they brought in Nick Foles to give him that competition. Foles has a relationship with members of the coaching staff, won a Super Bowl as a starter with Philadelphia. They know
and here's Charles Young.
This competition is going to be fun.
And he's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line.
He was north of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On play action, they'll throw.
Play action. Foles, and that one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to connect with Allen Robinson that time. Now it's third.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Foles looking for Robinson again, and this time he catches it. And he's brought down at midfield. First down, Chicago.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice
Foles,
drive
and it's
going.
caught by Christopher Bosch. And he's brought down inside the 20 and another first.
Because you're down a touchdown.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And Foles, he's sacked. Preston Smith takes him down.
Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of
And
plays.
Foles, he's going to be sacked again. Adrian Thompson was the one to get him, and that's back-to-back sacks.
It's now 3rd down.
Now for Chicago, they didn't have this type of issue against Green Bay. They actually played well in the first matchup, but now early on in the second matchup, it's already back-to-back sacks.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So now it's 3rd and long.
Easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top for
Foles looking for his receiver, and it's intercepted. He was trying to go to Miller. Adrian Amos with the interception against his former team, and the Packers takes over.
Start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st and 10 here for Green Bay.
They begin the drive.
It's Jamal Williams.
And
he's tackled at the 31. A pickup of 7.
Pick up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes,
Jordan Love gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
And they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops in.
He was trying to go to Devontae Adams, I suppose, and now it's 3rd down.
On the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Love, he's going to find the tight end Sternberger.
And he's
going to be tackled at the 41. 1st down, Green Bay.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Packers.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Love, they go play action now.
Love, look at deep. Adams, he got it. Devontae Adams is putting on a show.
49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it as this season is going.
Boy, oh boy, if you're Aaron Rodgers and you're watching this,
spectacular,
you should be absolutely going crazy on that sideline. Devontae Adams is putting on a show in the finale. And the Bears look shook right now.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air again. Love.
And Love, he's going to find Williams, and he's got a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
Extra point by Crosby is good, and it's 14-0 Green Bay.
Touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And here's Patterson to return it. And he's going to be tackled right at the 23-yard line as the Bears take over.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there.
And here's Young.
Right, let's look three weeks down the road.
And he's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line. A pickup of 4.
What the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Foles.
Foles gets hit as he throws incomplete. He was trying to go to Christopher Bosch that time. Now it's third down.
With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense
Foles,
throws at him.
and that one's going to be incomplete. So now fourth down. And the Bears, it looks like they're going to punt it away.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Richard Westbrook's only going to be out there for punt returns, and he's going to be tackled at the 29.
10 back on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers ready to take over offensively. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together.
And here's Jamal Williams, and the Bears defense stuffs him in the backfield. A loss of 2.
They're taking their spirit away from him, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down.
Love, and open is Devin Funchess. And he's tackled at the 44. First down, Green Bay.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10 for Green Bay.
On first and 10, Love. Flushed out right.
Love. And open is Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down at the 35. First down, Green Bay. They are pouring it on.
A reminder, once we
they are letting the Bears know who the champions in the NFC North is.
All the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
Love, and he's got Adams again. And he's brought down at the 17. First down, Green Bay.
Good for 18. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They will throw again.
Love, and it's caught. Sternberger.
Just inside the 10.
And he's brought down at the 5-yard line. First and goal, Green Bay. How about the rookie so far? Two first half touchdown passes, no interceptions, running the offense well.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
And here's Jamal Williams, and he's tackled at the 1-yard line.
And trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And here's a fake, Williams. And the Bears weren't fooled. He's tackled at the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap.
Third and goal. It's again Williams. And he's tackled, losing yardage at the 7.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit.
So here's Malcolm Crosby on for the field goal. And Crosby puts it in, and that's going to do it for the first half. 17-0 Packers lead over Chicago.
Here in week 17, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time.
Up next, we're going to be in Cincinnati. The Ravens, they're currently the 3rd seed in their conference. They're looking to make it one more victory against Cincinnati. Then we're going to be in Cleveland. The Browns have already clinched the longest active playoff drought as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
If you ever talk about a dominating first half, think of that first half that has been for Green Bay. They have been playing so well. Jordan Love came in because the Packers are resting Rodgers for the playoffs, and he has 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers have a 17-0 lead as we get set to start the second half.
One to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole
and
team
here's Charles Young, and the Packer defense is back there yet again.
Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second.
You lost a yard, second down.
Game, or should I say, lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And here's Young yet again. And this time he's tackled at the 35.
Faced with a 3rd and inches. So from second
a gain of 10, third and inches.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
And here's Young, and he's going to pick up a first down right at the 37.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get out.
Foles, and that one is incomplete.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game.
Foles, and Bosch is wide open, and he's tackled inside the 40. A gain of 27.
A first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Foles.
1st and 10. Foles, too much pressure, and he's sacked. Christian Kirksey takes down Nick Foles, and that one's for a loss of 10.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a
Foles, and he is sacked again. And it's Cam Baldwin was the one to get him.
Which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Foles, and that one's going to be caught by Young, but that goes nowhere. I mean, absolutely nowhere. So they lost 10 on first down, lost 10 on second, and they lose 7 yards on third down. Wow.
I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. They just can't get
You
off
got to
the
understand,
ground.
Chicago has had their struggles all season. Nick Foles did everything he could for this Bears team. But you got to give him credit. He played a tremendous season, even though he did come in later.
His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And now Green Bay set to take over.
Nicely, good English on that punt. They'll try to get this running game.
And here's Williams.
And
he's tackled at the 9-yard line.
Right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic.
Jordan Love, and that one's caught. He's got Williams.
Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
A pickup of 4 on that one. Now third down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working out of the gun.
Love gets hit as he throws, looking for Adams, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about.
So Green Bay's going to punt it back to Chicago.
And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes not get it.
And here's Patterson. And Patterson now with some space. And he's going to be tackled at the 37.
He goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
And that was caught Young, and it goes backwards again. Unbelievable. Charles Young has negative 12 yards.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home.
Foles, and this time he finds Young. And they're going to get him down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
And that's going to do it for quarter number 3.
It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Packers up 17-0.
They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They're in complete control. And Foles, he's going to be sacked on the blitz. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack in the game.
Number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack.
And Foles, he sacked again. Zadarius Smith was the one to get him.
Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be sacked.
And Foles, he sacked again. Are you serious? Adrian Thompson with another sack. And this Packer defense is just, they're on a roll right now. This literally did not happen with Nick Foles the last time these two teams faced off.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And Foles is sacked again. And it's Cam Baldwin who gets the sack, and the Packers take over.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points.
Unbelievable.
And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around.
And here's
20.
Williams.
The offense has been the issue.
And he's going to be tackled at the 49-yard line.
He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for Green Bay.
Now Love.
Love. And that one's incomplete. He was trying to go to Adams.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though,
Love looking for Sternberger, and that's incomplete.
Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So the Packers are going to punt it. Their 2nd punt in the game. And Patterson won't return it. He'll make a fair catch at the 15.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay,
Foles gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Man, the struggles for Chicago continues.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Foles again, and it's incomplete again.
Say it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Foles gets hit again, and it's incomplete again.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Wow, this is unbelievable. And Westbrook's going to make a fair catch at the 37.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll drop
Love, and he overshot that one. Incomplete.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Love once more.
Love, and it's incomplete.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams.
This is unbelievable. Plenty of times Adams be wide open. Love just misses him. I don't understand it.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Love, and this time he finds Adams. And he's brought down at the 21.
Reaching the 21. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
And that's going to bring this one to the 2-minute warning. But man, Adams has been putting on a show in this one.
They've still dented him, and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Now a 1st down carry.
And here's Williams. He broke a tackle, but he's tackled at the 18.
He's taken down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine game
And
of 3.
Chicago, they're going to use a timeout.
Their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Love, and he's going to find Adams again. And he's tackled at the 2-yard line.
Catches for him now in this last one, the first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to
and here's Jamal Williams. And they're going to get him down at the 3-yard line.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll
no
be
gain, second down.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Williams again, and he's going to be tackled. And the Bears were ready for him again.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
And they're going to hand it to Williams again, and this time he gets in. Touchdown Green Bay. His second in the game.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there.
Extra point by Crosby is good, and it's 24-0 Green Bay.
If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one's sent away, and Patterson, he's going to return this one. And they're going to get him down at the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this
Foles, and it's incomplete.
As we continue on now here in this fourth
He
quarter.
just can't find any open receivers. This is crazy. I guess the Packers ended up getting a scouting report. Foles taking a shot downfield, and it's dropped by Miller. It seemed to me that the Packers had their scouting report from the last game, from the last time they faced this team. Foles is going to take another shot, and it's incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Gotta try it here. He's
one more shot for Foles. He takes another shot, and it's picked off.
Picked off near the 29. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard
and
line.
that ought to do it.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long,
Now this is something we haven't seen in a while. But the Green Bay Packers, they're gonna finish off the regular season with a shutout against Chicago. They're gonna win 24-0 to get their 14th win on the season, heading towards the playoffs. And unfortunately for Chicago, they had themselves a rough season, but they will finish the regular season at 1-15. I don't think that's how they wanted to finish out the season, but the Packers get a shutout win here in the season finale. But what a performance by Jordan Love and the Packers offense. Basically the entire Packer team played well.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their
So the
part.
Bears are going to have to try to work things out
So you've got to like
in the
what
next
you
coming
saw.
season.
When they call that a total team effort, I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Green Bay, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's been a sinking ship all season as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 1-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Man, guys, I gotta tell you, I just feel like I literally totally feel like that the Green Bay Packers had their scouting report from the last time they played Chicago in Week 12, where they had a bunch of yardage to Nick Foles. And you saw Foles had 402 yards in the first meeting, but in the second meeting, they just completely shut him down. Nick Foles finished with 102 and 2 interceptions. Now, these are whole different stats from the last battle. Even though Jordan Love did not play that one, Aaron Rodgers actually played that game. But Aaron Rodgers had the rest because they want him prepped up, ready for the postseason. But here are the stats, though. Jordan Love played tremendous. Another backup quarterback getting a dub in the final week of the season. That's just tremendous. 273 for Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes as well, and no sacks given up. That is just absolutely perfect. So here's the run game. Charles Young finished with 17 yards, and Jamal Williams finished with 12 yards rushing and a touchdown. And here's the receiving. Devontae Adams, he put himself on a show in this one. 7 catches for 168 and a touchdown. Christopher Bosch, 2 catches for 58. Devin Funchess, 3 catches for 31. Jamal Williams, 3 catches for 31 and a touchdown. Allen Robinson, a catch for 22. 3 catches for Charles Young. He finished with 22 yards. Jay Sternberger caught the ball twice for 22. And Marquez Valdes-Scantling caught 1 pass for 21. So for Green Bay, this last victory means they will finish with a 14-2 season record. And as they can prepare for the playoffs, they will host a wildcard game in the first round. As Chicago works on some stuff for next season, because they will finish with a 1-15 record, even though that's not what they were hoping for. But at least they did their best. Anyways, if you enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And we're still on the road to 200 subscribers on the channel. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe for more content here in Madden. And next up on the list, we're going to be in Cincinnati. The Bengals take on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looking to hold on to that 3rd seed, because by virtue of the Titans win, if the Ravens do not beat Cincinnati, then Tennessee will jump over to the 3rd seed in the AFC. But we'll see what happens as the Bengals host the Ravens.